Well, I'm going to see if it's possible to do something that is impossible. So, what I do for that is I erase the first two letters in the word impossible. So, I'm going to see the possibility for passing on the secret to life, the possibility for peace on earth, for the actual manifestation of peace on earth. And I have zero idea of where to start. I've been doing, if you will, this sort of thing for 40 years. I have 200 YouTubes, 100 or so blogs, 5 books, some things about the 5 things that control our lives, 5 words, all sorts of, actually a huge amount of information out there to see if it's possible to manifest peace on earth. The only possibility I say that we have for that is to free ourself, because all of us from the approximated age of 2, 1 to 4, somewhere between before we reach the age of 4, perhaps stretched a bit past that, we have been trained and conditioned. At about the age of 4, we took over the training and conditioning ourself, which makes it a more sound training and conditioning, because we train and condition ourselves and then we blame them, all those other people. We have all sorts of conspiracy theories and all kinds of things. So, is it possible then for you, the listener, to listen? So let's start by creating the distinction for listening. Actual listening happens when your mind is empty, when it has no opinion, when it has no belief, when it has no already knowing everything. So therein lies the problem. We have a world full of people who already know everything. They already have it all figured out. All of the, well, you know, all of the considerations, all of the things we have trained and conditioned ourselves to be. So this is my query, this is my question, this is what I'm asking myself. Is it possible to pass on what I have discovered, which is the secret to life? The secret to life is to be free. The only manner in which you can be free is to speak the truth. And we all have, you, me, even the fence post. That's a little joke, by the way. Have been trained and conditioned to be trained and conditioned, not be free. Free is, matter of fact, it's so bad that when I use the word free, most people don't even have an idea of what free is. So I use the word free considering it has a message, and there's no message. Because somebody, what's free? So in essence, free, well, there's several considerations about that. But in essence, free means to believe nothing, to live outside of knowledge, outside of thought, outside of belief. That is to be free. The problem with that is everybody thinks you have to believe something. I mean, as a young child, we're told there's Santa Clauses and what do they call it? Oh, tooth fairies and sky fairies and alien, all sorts of nonsensical things that our parents taught us, which of course their parents taught them, which of course their parents. How far back do we have to go? We can go all the way back. Not our current beliefs. If we go back far enough, Santa Claus disappears and the god of fire appears. All of those things. So here's the question that I have, and it's a question for myself. Where in the hell can I start to see if the secret to life can be passed on? Because you see, in essence, the secret to life lives in the action of now, the instant of right now. And this medium that I'm using, linguistic medium even, we even have to be in our history, our belief system, if you will, in order to hear it, because we're using language. And language was here long before we were born. So we were born and then we were given a set of language that extends back thousands and thousands of years. And we're using that language. So what is it that we can do to listen outside of language, outside of thought, outside of belief? You could start off with, every time you have a consideration, like this guy's crazy, meaning me, you're right, I'm crazy as a bedbug. And maybe I'm not. You see? In essence, you have to trick yourself. Agree with yourself first, because, who knows more than you do? And then ask yourself a question. Well, maybe. The moment you open the possibility, well, maybe, then you erase the I am from the word impossible, and you become possible. So this, for me, is an experiment, because I have absolutely no idea what to do to see if I can free you. That's because I can't free you. But I can point to the space of freedom. Pardon me, that was a huge mistake. I can point to the space of being free. Freedom is something you have to pay for. Freedom is what America is. It bombs, maims, murders, and kills in order to be free. And then we think we have freedom. Free means to live outside of time, outside of thought, outside of belief. To live in creation, intelligence, and truth. All those last three things are foreign to this world. If you combine them, creation, intelligence, and truth, you have what could be called, I didn't really care to use this word because it gets so carried away, love, or God, you see. So where to start? Actually, I named this The Secret to Life #1. So here it is. This is the thing that you need to consider. This is the thing you need not to believe. This is the thing you could hold the possibility for. By the way, don't believe a word this nuthead says. He's crazy as a bedbug. So you could start off with seeing that your life has been a lie. However many years you've been walking around planet Earth. Whether they're like me, I think 77 years. 36 of those were a complete, total lie. And then I discovered that my first 36 years was a complete, total lie. So for the last 40 years, it's been something new. something not ever heard of before, which is free. So, would you, the listener, all you millions of people who are listening with me, would you consider telling yourself truthfully that your entire life has been a lie? Now, here's the only reason that's important. Because it's true. Because you have been living in a dream world. A world invented by thought, by knowledge, by belief. And then that world has been multiply mangled and put together, and all kinds of things have been added to it. And today we have the most ridiculous things you could ever imagine. People believe in. I think there's the newest one is QAnon or some, I don't know what, deep state, and all Democrats are horrible people, all Republicans are horrible. The ridiculousness is huge because we've hit the bottom of the barrel. My guess is maybe come as far as we can go. And so this is tape 1 of what is impossible to do. You see, what's impossible to do is to show, point towards, describe to a group of people who already know everything. They're already set. They know the sky fairy's there, and the water walking winemakers here, and virgins have babies. They already know that Muhammad is the best one, and the Pope is got. If you want holy water, you get it out of the Pope's toilet, and all that silly stuff. So if you can just look at your life and realize that your life is a lie and that you are a liar, then we can start. And I might make some other tapes here on The Secrets of Life. Tape number 2, 3, who knows. I made 51 other videos showing where it is that we are. Lost in thought, lost in belief, lost in the ridiculousness of women are subservient. They are a lot, they're a lot dumber than we are. Anyway. I have no idea what I'm doing here. And it's 13 minutes and 10 seconds, and somebody's cutting my throat. So I have to get off of here. A perfect life to each of you.